There we are. Whoa. Trapping Bros. How we doing? G Trapper, Brandon, PA. How we doing? Bear with me just a second. There we go. Ty, Ryan, Jacob, Jeff. Yeah, at PA I actually am. Not my stuff, ITA stuff. I'm actually working on it now. Camp Blue Ridge, Empty Pockets, Possum. How we doing, buddy? Matthew, going well, going well. Hillbillies Firewood, Don, what's up, man? Myron's in here. Boy, we hopped on here. Great timing, apparently. Uh, no, actually, last couple days I've been working on the ITA footage. I haven't even downloaded my last 2 days check. So, um, yeah, it's been a mess right now. It's about all I can say about it, honestly. Starting to get some good footage for the Iowa Trapper Association. If you haven't checked out that channel, please do because we're gonna have a lot of beginner basics, a lot of fun stuff coming up with it. Um, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Gonna be a lot of fun. BJ, how we doing, buddy? I'm really glad you and Easton got to ride with me today. That was fun. Obviously the catch wasn't a very good one. We did get to see that live bobcat though. I thought I almost caught a bobcat. We actually, I won't spoil it too much, but we had a bobcat today. We pulled up to a stop where I had three 220s, and we had a bobcat sitting along the fence, and it ran off, and it sat there about 30 yards from us. Even when we got out and everything else, it didn't move. So I thought maybe I had one there or something. It looked like a big female, so uh, it was crazy. Liam, how we doing, Mister Somebody? How's it going? PA, man, I got so much going on, bud. Especially without a Skinner right now. I am in a world of hurt. I shouldn't even be doing a live right now, but luckily we had a really slow day today. So, good, BJ. You both are welcome with me anytime. Joshua, what's up? Brad, hey, there we go. Bearded Beaver Slayer. I love that name. Hillbillies, Firewood. It's rough, man. It's always rough. The last few years. So, Ohio, how we doing, sir? No, it's been fun. Been a lot these last few days, riding with BJ and Easton and my buddy Hoover. They've been more, they've been slower, but the camaraderie is better, if that makes sense. I'm enjoying it more. Just the truck talk and uh, like today, harassing Easton with everything that we did was fun. It's just more enjoyable, if that makes sense. I love trapping coon. And I love hitting them hard, but these last few days have been slower. It's just been more enjoyable, if that makes sense. Joshua, no, I've only got the two coyotes so far, but I haven't even got onto the private ground like I wanted to this week. I have so much road line. I've got 150 locations on my road line I haven't touched yet. Haven't even touched yet. And this we're getting snow right now. We've already got about an inch of snow, which makes me really nervous about what's left out there. So yeah, Jeff, and that's been fun. Makes me really enjoy going back to kind of the roots of my trapping of just having more fun with it. But yeah, I miss that. Ruger, how we doing, bud? Ohio, I get it, man. Trust me, I get it. I don't blame you a bit. Life gets busy, man. Bill, I only got him for a week to begin with, but it sounds like he is done permanently for me. Period. Um, this last summer, he actually had a back injury that caused him to start losing feelings in his hands. He doesn't have the grip strength and has some serious issues. And I pretty much just told him, dude, don't. It's not worth killing yourself over skinning a bunch of raccoons. So, which I only had him for the first week anyway, and he stuck it out. But I was thinking about seeing if he'd do another week, and he just goes, I just can't. And I'm like, yeah, I don't. With everything you have going on, not worth it. Yeah, hillbillies. The snow is going to shut him down. Tomorrow we are pulling a bunch of traps that are going to be empty. I'm not looking forward to it. That's tomorrow's going to suck. Tomorrow's going to be one of those really bad, brutal days where all you're doing is slipping and sliding in these 80-degree banked road ditches in snow and ice and cold and not catching anything. It's going to be tough. All right, Joshua, no problem, buddy. You take care of yourself, bud. Oh yeah, I like Mark a lot. Mark's a good man. We had a lot of fun together. I think he had fun riding with me, so he's a good dude. Ooh, Jeff, that's terrible, man. That's terrible. Oh, there's Mark right there. Funny how he jumped in. Chad, you had to bring that up. You just had to bring up the wind. The wind doesn't. I'm so warm blooded. Like you'll never see me in gloves trapping ever. Um, I'm busting ice right now in my beaver locations, barehanded, resetting stuff. I don't do gloves. Ruger, I drive a forklift for 10 hours a day every day, so I'm okay with that. Hey Ellen, how we doing? Looks like the boys had fun at farming home. Yeah, Ohio, isn't it funny? Mark just hopped on here right then. I'll tell you what, Mark, if you thought my ditches were bad then, you should see the ones I'm on now. Uh, there's a couple I flat out couldn't get out of today. Like I have to walk 20 yards down to get up and out. I don't mind the cold. The cold doesn't bother me. The snow sucks because that's going to shut down all coon movement. Raccoons are just done right now. Which, that being said, by Wednesday and Thursday, we're back up into the mid 50s for a high. So here I am finding that mental dilemma of I've got these 150 locations out, pre staked. Do I take a long weekend next weekend and hit them hard for 3 days and see what I can do? Everyone I talk to right now in Iowa, well, even like with Ruger down there with the boys, the raccoons are just not moving right now. It's the weirdest thing. I've never seen it this bad. Not to spoil next gen's video if he hasn't posted it yet, but he had probably one of the worst catches I've ever seen him have today. It's just crazy. It just blows me away. Patrick, yeah. No, it's just I don't know what it is. Today's video, we only caught 20. Super slow considering I'm covering 150 miles. Um, the sign is there. Everything says they should be there, but they're just not. It's something I haven't figured out yet. But considering everyone across the state is struggling with it, I'm not upset with it, but I don't feel like it's me then, if that makes sense. You think so, Walker? I really figured that you guys would bust open the ice too, but course, these next couple nights here, we got a low of like 16, 18 degrees here. So up there, it's probably a lot chillier. Yeah, PA, it's tough. Did you really, Mark? That's awesome, man. Congratulations. Patrick, I'm trapping a few. I've been told not to film that anymore, uh, which I don't know, whatever. But what are we up to? Four, I think, on it. Four on the bounty stuff, and two more on just a farmer stuff. I haven't hit it hard though, and I won't for a little bit yet. I should now since yeah, kids are done moving. 3 inches, you think? Oh, you have an inch of ice, man. I was busting up about a quarter of an inch last couple days, but when your rolling chair gets caught on a pogo anchor. No, hillbillies for what I'm setting, man. For raccoons, it won't matter. And all my beaver stuff's underwater. Um, I don't, my opinion, and this is opinion of where I'm at, human scent doesn't matter. Even with coyotes, we set a coyote snare and we caught one the very next day. Um, but that's my area because we're so small farmed with fences and cattle lots everywhere. Coyotes are very, very much in contact with humans. Um, Hillbillies, the only time I think I've ever noticed a real substantial, noticeable difference was when I was using fish oil a lot in my dog proofs. I'd get fish oil on my hands and I'd set my 220s. And when I'm setting 220s with fish oil, I felt like Coon could smell that on the rim of the trap when I was setting it. But as far as dog proofs go and such like that, in my beaver sets, I don't think it's a problem. No way, Patrick. I need at least 3 feet. I will, Ruger. I do know my smaller coon, not my dinks, but if you had a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being big, small being a 1, my smaller coon, which I consider a 3, are between 13 and 14 pounds. Ohio, we're up and running. I just posted a beaver channel set 330 video. Um, it's up off the ground. It's running. That's actually what I've been doing yesterday and today is working on footage for that. We got the first footage coming out. Well, we've had footage for it, but we've got another video coming out next couple days of it's going to be Oregon nutria trapping, which is pretty cool. Um, the sets that he does, the locations, which it blows me away. I'm used to muskrats or beaver, but in Oregon trapping nutria, the sets he makes is way different than everything I've ever seen. Just the sign is different, and then we'll do the check with that, and we got a few things lined up, so I'm pretty excited. Dunlap, how we doing? Wisco Trap, what's up? Do otter and beaver hair up differently in Iowa than they do further north? Bill, the priming process of fur actually is reliant on the amount of daylight hours. So the same thing that changes the trees, that makes the leaves change, is what primes up the fur. Which beaver and otter are later in the year. I do know that. They're more of a, I want to say January, February. I know beaver is. I'm not sure on the otter, but I do know it's later. Yeah, Ruger, if I had to guess, I'm probably flirting with that 20. I did weigh one yesterday when I was skinning. It was a good one, not huge, but it was 25. So yeah, I would say that 18 to 20 probably. Patrick, yeah, I get it. I get it. That's awesome, Mark. Those are big. Those are big suckers. We've had a couple that are probably that 28 to 30, but I haven't weighed any. But we're also getting like now's the time when we're catching some big coon. Uh, our like today, I think I even mentioned in the video, our quantity is terrible, but our quality is awesome right now. These next couple weeks, if you're able to trap, is the best here in Iowa you're probably going to have. Uh, like I said, next weekend, I'm really wanting to do a long weekend and just with the warm spell we're gonna have. The only problem is it's shotgun deer hunting here, which is makes me very nervous because you have a lot of people running around in orange shooting at everything. Just makes me really nervous. But 23 PA, okay, I get it. I get it. Wow, Jeff, that's insane. It's not me, Ohio. Honestly, this the channel, and I encourage everybody in here. If someone will share it out. The Iowa Trapper Association. We've got our YouTube channel up and going. It's a slow start. I got a lot of footage coming to me right now, which is really exciting. I'm really excited for it. From kids out making their first sets, catching their first coyote, uh, all the way up. We've got some planning for some weasel footage later in the season. Uh, we've got Earl with Reef Robber, which is the nutria footage that's going to be uploaded here soon. To Dan Davis, Mississippi beaver trapping, and a lot of Iowa guys in the works. Uh, it's a lot of work, and I'm trying to balance that the best I can. But it's going to be cool. The footage hopefully is mostly from other people. I'm going to fill in the spots, the dead spots, if you will, with what I've got, which is going to be bare basic stuff because I'm a raccoon trapper. That's what I do. I posted a beaver video yesterday or 2 days ago. Um, but that was kind of a no-brainer set in my eyes. But for a beginner, it'd be a good one, I think, to watch. So Matthew, honestly, legs doing great. My knees only bother me, honestly, after I've been sitting inside the house for a couple hours. Then it gets rough. But I'm actually moving. It's fine. It's kind of weird. No, you're good, Ruger. Krusty, how we doing? Corey, pogos are so cheap for me to make. They're so cheap. I love them. No, Chad. I'm looking forward to you going out there, and I'm so glad you're willing to film for this. You going out there with the grandkids, you're making memories, and now you'll be able to share those memories forever. Uh, back in the day, everyone took pictures for memories, and now we can take videos for memories. And I'm so glad you took those videos because not just for the ITA sake, but for your sake, man. It's so cool. It's just so awesome. Mark, yeah, you were with me when I caught that coyote in a sense that I'll never catch it again, ever. Probably. I've always wanted to, but I've never done it. And I never thought I would, but it's pretty cool. Wow, Ruger, that's insane. That's crazy. Ruger, I'll have to get you and the boys up here sometime. You guys can see what a fat Iowa raccoon's like. But no, it's funny to me how the raccoon movement in it seems like across Iowa is slow right now. From northwest Iowa to southwest Iowa. to northeast Iowa to here, everything just seems dormant. Um, I know one kid is actually one of my competition. He went out and set 60 fresh locations and he's got 5 coon in 3 days. That's pretty ridiculous, you know. And it's not him. I know his sets he makes. So it's not him. It's just they're just not moving. Hey, Justin, how we doing, buddy? Ohio, nice. Ruger, yeah, but your wife bought that, and it wasn't as expensive if you included the gift that was with it. I've just got two Wisco, but I haven't even got to coyote trapping yet. I'm wondering if I will. I gotta let that dog in, by the way. Dixie, come on. Boy, that snow is coming right down. What are you doing? I wouldn't say that, Ruger. Dominion, how we doing? I'm really surprised you're not hungover still, honestly. Yeah, let's go. Well, I heard her outside whining. And she's definitely a couch potato. So no, Patrick, there's something bigger going on, and I don't know what it is for the life of me. I thought it was the moon. I really believed it was the moon, but last night was crazy overcast. I mean, it was like dark 40 minutes early, light 40 minutes later, like deep overcast, and movement was still terrible. So it just makes it rough. Dixie just makes it rough. Yeah, Ohio. Yeah, it's probably headed your way, buddy. Ellen, that skunk, like the videos don't do it justice. Like I'm pretty sure a skunk mated with a pug. It had to have been. Don't you have it up there, Walker? I thought you did. Jinx, how we doing, bud? Oh no, I was really hoping to stay along that 50 lines for the next few days trapping raccoon, but uh, tomorrow I fully expect to not catch one. It's gonna be terrible. Yeah, Justin, that's the thing too, man. There's something going on that I don't understand with it. I don't know what it is, but it was overcast. It was cold, perfect conditions, and nothing's moving. And honestly, I thought maybe I had distemper coming through, or some issue in my area. There's a couple big cattle farmers, and I thought maybe they're fly baiting them, maybe something's going on. But I'm seeing it across Iowa. I've probably talked to 15 people in the last 12 hours, and all of them are saying the last 2 or 3 days have been terrible. Yeah, Ruger, exactly. You just don't know. Nice, nice, Walker. Yeah, Dominion. I get it, man. It's weird. I don't understand it. Patrick, I went to bed last night and I was told chance of flurries late tonight into tomorrow morning. I woke up this morning and it said chance of snow at midnight. And I'm thinking, all right, chance of snow at midnight. That gives them like 7 hours to run before snow. That's going to be awesome. At noon, I get notifications snow flurries are going to start by 3. And I'm like, what happened to midnight? And if it's snowing before they come out, it's just you throw a fork in it. It's done. Yeah, I'm gonna be pulling a lot of traps tomorrow, and I honestly I do not expect to catch one coon. It's gonna be ridiculous. Ruger, it was almost too warm. It would have been better if it cooled down, but still, when it's warm, yeah, it is what it is. Ohio, you take care, buddy. Thanks for stopping in, man. Good luck. PA, I hope so for your sake, buddy. Oh, that just sounds terrible, Chad. Northeast Kansas, yeah, Justin, and that's the thing. It just seems like it's the whole Midwest almost. Hey, well, you take care, bud. But Jeff, they shouldn't be denned up at all right now. Um, until the snow happens. I've heard a lot of talk about this of what makes a raccoon den up, what makes them they don't hibernate but kind of go inactive. And I have a lot of people say when it gets so cold. I've had days where I've checked 100 traps and caught 25 coon in days that are almost single digits. But as soon as you get snow on that, they're done. In my opinion, just my opinion, snow is what triggers coon to den up and be done moving, not the temperature so much. Just my opinion, but that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, Justin, you're probably right. I made that mistake. Oh, Ellen, we're probably an inch and a half right now. So Corey, I don't. I wish I knew what it was. It's just rough right now. But Jenks, we were completely overcast last night. It was a gorgeous night for a raccoon movement. No moon at all. Dark, crisp. Should have been great. Nothing. CPA, I prefer the wind. I want a good 5 to 10 mile an hour wind. Justin, we all make bad decisions. Look at me, I'm a raccoon trapper. Rich, I don't know. It's got to be something. I strongly believe there's something going on that at least I don't comprehend. There's something there. I don't know what it is, but and luckily, and this sounds terrible, but luckily it's everybody else too. If it was just me, I would seriously wonder what am I doing wrong? What do I need to change? What's different? But when I've talked to a dozen trappers from across Iowa and a handful from other states here in the Midwest, and they're all telling me the same thing. Something big is going on to stop movement. I don't know what it is. It very well could be barometric pressure. Very much could be. Ruger, I'll tell you what. When I woke up this morning and stepped outside the house at 6 o'clock, I had said it's going to be a good day, and it wasn't. Justin, you get late December though; those boars are rutting. So you get a foot of snow, but if you hit a 30-degree day, maybe a low of 18, 20 degrees, yeah, those boars are looking for love. Just like us when we were 18. Hey Gavin. Yeah, Jeff, I don't know. Migrated south, right. Heck, you never know. Never know, I guess. Thanks, Flintlock. I was very happy with that. and a set that I thought was only for beaver. But I had a good friend of mine who's a heck of a beaver otter trapper riding with me, and he says, "I'll bet that'll catch an otter. You just got to give it time." And honestly, I didn't even give it two thoughts because I thought, where this is at, there's no otter here. It's in the middle of nowhere. There's no me no otter in this vicinity, and he proved me wrong. Even though it's nothing like what he traps where he's at, but he proved me wrong. Really, Ruger? Yeah, it's just an odd year. It's just an odd year. I don't think I have, Gavin. Let's go. I'm always thirsty, bud. I should be out in the shop getting caught up on beaver skinning and otter and bobcat and everything else, but oh yeah, you guys haven't seen that one yet. Never mind. Spoiler alert. Ah, Jeff, that's tough, man. That is just tough. Really, Bill? That's crazy. I don't blame you. I don't blame you, Possum. Quentin, how we doing, bud? Mark, I'm glad you're doing well, buddy. I'd straight up be a liar if I've told you I've caught all your videos because right now, the way everything is, it's just go, go, go or sleep. It's normally later in the year when I go through and start catching up on everybody's. Just, I feel bad for it, but it's just flat out of time. Oh yeah, Justin, I'd agree. But then again, I would also have thought that last night would have been awesome. That's fair, Ruger. That's fair. I can't even argue that, Ruger. I was skinning in the shop till quarter to one. No, it wasn't that late. It was quarter to midnight last night. Oh, nice, Gavin. You got a weasel? That's cool, buddy. I haven't even done that yet, ever. So, congrats to you. Ellen, of course I can, because he's, you know, a splitting image of me other than the head, you know. No, the only YouTube I'm doing right now is if I get a chance to catch somebody's live, I'll hop in and say hi once in a while. Well, yeah, the boys did. Was it last night? I think it was last night. Maybe it was the night before. I was in there for maybe 10 minutes and uh, had to bail out and get some work done. But Justin, I get it, man. I get it. Wisco, for me now, I don't. And actually, as of today, since I've kept track because I have a market for them, I have caught 188 possum. So it's really good. Really good for me. Dunlap, you take care, buddy. Uh, I believe you guys are trapping here in Iowa now too, aren't you? Hey, Pops, how we doing? Beat me with what? By the way, Pops, yeah, I had the kiddos tonight, so Jen went out with a couple girlfriends, so I didn't make it over there to get that smoked beaver. Late night sandwich. Nothing wrong with that, Patrick. It's not that late for you. It's only 9 o'clock. 73 in here. Wow. I told you it was good. I've never had it smoked, but the back straps and hindquarters the slow cooked are awesome. Ah, nice. I get it, possum. Yeah. Ruger, yeah, that's my big thing now. Is I think I'm getting a cold. Hopefully it's just a cold, not what my wife has, because she's miserable. Uh, but wake up every morning with a sore throat, a lot of sneezing, coughing, but it is what it is. Ah, nice, Quentin. Nice. It'd be a good morning. Those migratory birds should be coming down pretty quick, if not already. So that's awesome. Oh, Ace. So this is what's funny. I didn't even realize this, but there was a farmer right next to where I had that 220, straight across from me. He's got little cones in his waterway, and he made an airstrip. So that plane was taking off when it went over the top of me. The odds of that happening when I was there, I'll film it tomorrow. Uh, I apologize for the language on that one, but I was like, I'm not cutting this out because he was right there, and that scared the crap out of me. My wife has one Ruger, but I would drown. No joke. I would just drown. I couldn't do that. So after a day, we're at 840. So I need about 260 more coon at least to hit 1100, which what I want. Hoping to get a long weekend coming up. I don't really want to burn the vacation to do it. My wife might kill me if I do, but I've literally got 120 to 140 locations I haven't touched yet in phenomenal spots. Uh, I just sit here and go through my head of like, man, that's a good spot. But then again, I'm sitting on good spots now, and we're not catching anything. So when I know next gen struggled like he did today, made me feel better about me struggling. Ruger, I've already done that this year to save some vacation. So Jenks, you'll have a lot of field mice and field rats that will eat the bait down to the trigger and then they'll stop. You wait though, and you'll get some that'll clean it completely out too. Yeah, I agree with Mark. Mice mostly. Elderberry. That sounds familiar. Elderberry. Is that kind of like a special blueberry? Coyote Stalker, how we doing, bud? Jinx, believe it or not, I've caught a few field rats that get their teeth big enough to catch around that trigger and pull up, and I've caught them. Hmm. Flintlock, I've had a few slow days. Um, Today was the slowest by far. And I'm planning on tomorrow pulling a lot of my line. Uh, I pulled all my Western stuff today, which wasn't a lot. It was maybe 10%, 15% of my whole line. But my Northern stuff is good, and I like it. I know the coon are there. In my eyes, they're there. and I thought something was going on in my area, but now that I've heard everyone across the state, even the Midwest, is struggling right now, it makes me want to leave those traps there, snap them off to go back to work this week, maybe set them for a long weekend and see what happens. Because it's just, I can't believe it's this slow this early. It shouldn't be. Okay, Patrick. I think I've had them before. AKW, how you doing? God, it's gonna be a slick morning tomorrow. We're gonna have 2 inches of snow, and it's a wet snow climbing up some of these ditches. Oh, it's gonna suck. I think I've heard that too, Zach. Ah, so like you got to be around the Chicago. Oh yeah, Patrick. I know he will. That kid's on fire. He's determination and done more homework than anybody I've ever met in my life. So, uh, I guarantee you he'll hit 2,000 this year. I no doubt. The kid's got everything on his side. He's an animal. All I can say. Yeah, Justin, that's what I don't get. It's just they're just not moving. I don't understand why they're just not moving. Thanks, Ace. Yeah, I'm kind of nervous about that. I don't want to mess it up anymore tomorrow, but really, it's felt great. Other than when I'm relaxing in the evening, uh, when I come home, take care of the wife and kids, help out around the house, it starts bugging me. Actually, trapping. I mean, even the last couple of days, I've fallen, I've slipped, I've caught myself, locked my knee, landed on it, and it's fine. But when I'm sitting there on the recliner with it up, propped up, it bugs me. It's too light. What do you mean too light? Empty pockets? Like you pull on it and it snaps easy or what? Ah, AKW. There you go. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's right. You and Mark, I think, was a connection that was made a couple years ago on this channel. Patrick, I need some, I think, or just tie a rope to my ball hitch, one or the other. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Chad, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. If that's what we're talking about, empty pockets, yeah, you can bend that dog so it's not if here's the side of the cone, bend the bottom out just a little bit, and it'll make it a lot less sensitive. Jinx, my problem is, like I said before in some of my videos, I promise my wife I'm inside with them every single night. From 5 until they go to bed, I'm inside. These last couple nights, actually last night, it was like 9:30 and my wife was still on the couch. She wasn't in bed yet. And I said, "I'm going to bed." And I went upstairs to go to bed, switched into my skinning clothes, and came back downstairs and I said, "I'm going outside." And she's like, "I thought you're going to bed." And I'm like, "I really want to and I should, but I have to start catching up on stuff." And I didn't do crazy, but I think I skinned 35 raccoon last night and then came in at quarter till midnight or whatever and I'm like, I'm just done. Parting and piecing them out like this takes a lot more time, a lot more time. Justin, I thought she caught one. She hasn't caught one yet? I think I could have swore she did. Empty pockets, are you pushing on the dog itself, or are you just pushing on the top like this? Because if you're grabbing it and pushing on it, that'd make a huge difference. Yeah, empty pockets. Let me hold on. If it's a Duke, which I'm boy, that one I've drawn on this a lot. Hold on here. Bear with me. So if there's the tube and that dog right here that comes down, if you take that and you give it a slight bend outwards like that, that will help you a lot. I'm guessing what happened is this here is so rounded that it just slowly works itself down. I've never seen that with the Dukes though, so that's interesting. Possum, trust me, I get it, buddy. Yeah, Flintlock, it's been a rough few days. Hey, Possum, looking forward to getting that video from you here this week with you and the grandkids out. That's gonna be fun, man. I'm really looking forward to that. Thank you for helping out the ITA. It's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to editing that footage. Ah, Justin, women are so hard to please. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that, but that's kind of funny. Like, you're always gonna help too much, Justin. You know that. Brian, I work at a food distribution center. So I go back to work full time on Wednesday, and we're gonna have a work line hopefully lined up. But yeah, this is just kind of a I take a week or two vacation, have fun, but that's it. Yeah, empty pockets. Hopefully that I know it's very rough looking picture, but it should help you. The Fleming, yeah, I've heard that too. I've never dealt with them, but I've heard bad things about them. My hands are just stained and rough right now. It's ridiculous. They hurt so bad. Still got 63 in here. Wow. This is awesome. Great night. Uh, PA, I am, but it's going to be another one of those late, like a long weekend. Throw some comp time in there. And that's about all it's going to be. Some work lines. I could take another week off trapping, but then I can't make it to the Nationals in July. And I've committed to doing a raccoon demo in July. So uh, Nationals is so fun too. I love the National Tropic Convention. It's just a great time. Thai, not really. I'm surprised. Normally they start cracking pretty good on the backside of my knuckles, but they haven't yet. No way, Ruger. These hands will not touch lotion. Eh, well, we'll leave that at that. Awesome, Mark. That's awesome, man. A flintlock, I get it, bud. I get it. Yeah, some of mine are too. Like I can't tell you how many times I've tried to force the bottom of that drowner in and just there's nothing. Just nothing at all. So I mean you can feel it hit rock, just kink or whatever kink kink. I'm like, yep, it's just not going in. I will not complain about my season. I had a big goal that I knew would be tough. I won 1,000 a week. Definitely didn't work out. Here we are 2 weeks into my season and we still haven't hit it. Uh, Frustrating, yes, but it's one of those things we're going to work at. I don't know if I'll ever hit that because that's insane. Uh, I would have to have two or three full time skinners, I think, to make that possible. But I think it's possible, but very slim. But if you'd asked me 10 years ago if I could catch 1,000 in a season, I would have told you it's impossible. And here we are. So, Justin, in my opinion, if you want to catch an otter this time of year, find a creek system, a good water system, and find that pitch point. Uh, I caught an otter here this year. It's just you find where a creek system narrows down and funnels down to the width of 330 and set it. One of the big creek systems here that I have, I mean, one of the big ones, it's so dry right now. There's a spot where it funnels down to about 18, 20 inches wide. And I'm begging to throw a 330 on that because it's going to have a beaver and otter almost every day. I'd almost guarantee it. The minion. Nice, Flintlock. That's awesome. Oh, you're good, Dominion. Ruger, it's surprising I don't block you. Samuel, how you doing, bud? Jeff, you're probably right. My wife will hate me even more than she does now. PA, 1,500 probably for me is out the window. Um, just wanting to break my record of 1,100. Well, 1082 is my record, I think. Getting to 1,100 would just be phenomenal. Uh, but just I only have so much vacation. I've got a wife and kids to take care of every night. Late season's tougher. If I could get a good weather span and they actually move next weekend and I set this other 150 locations in 3 days, we could have 200 raccoons, so we could be flirting with it real close before late season. Uh, is it going to happen? Your guess is mine. Uh, it's just tough. It's tough trapping right now. I don't know why, but they're just not moving. I haven't blocked you yet, Ruger. Not yet. Yeah, send out our last Iowa Trapper Association videos or cameras to ITA members to film on Monday, which is going to be pretty awesome. some really, really top-notch Iowa trappers are gonna be, using these cameras, and I'm pretty excited to see what they have, so that's gonna be pretty fun. How have I done that now? You're so full of it. Justin, I should be getting one back here in the next couple weeks. I'd love to get you one for sure. Uh, but otherwise, the last one goes out Monday, to Brad, which should be some awesome footage. But I definitely would love to get you one for the boys to run if you want to. Nothing else, I'll send you my spare personal one, buddy. That won't be a problem at all. I appreciate it, Mark. Um, Also, I do want to share in here anyone that's not part of the Iowa Trapper Association channel. Um, Mark or someone that's more talented than me, if you want to share that out. We're starting to get some more footage in for that. Uh, it's going to be a lot of fun, from nutria trapping in Oregon to beaver down to Mississippi and all our Iowa guys. It's going to be really fun. Uh, there's a lot of stuff coming with it that it's going to be a lot of work to get it all done, but it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Um, Tell you what, Mark, it was fun having you ride with me, man. That was a good time. Uh, you made a nice little trip out here, but I wish you could see some of these ditches now, man. It's my worst ditches are in front of me. Despy, huh? What? Yeah, bail. Oh, Justin's got it. Any one of you in here want to subscribe to that? We're doing bare basic education from very beginner basics to, I know we got footage of a kid making his first ever coyote set with the connection. We've got all kinds of stuff coming from Iowa trappers. We got some weasel stuff coming later in the year. It sounds like uh, all kinds of fun stuff. So I appreciate you checking that out. Empty pockets. I'll tell you what, you can't be more sore than my thumb from pushing that pellet into the 177. Oh, Jeff, I'm sure he will, buddy. I'm sure he will. He won't be too far away if he's not. You know, every year you always look back at your season. What could you have done better? What could you have done different? So far, the only thing I can think of to do different would be to have the weather cooperate. We were, I want to say, 10 days into season, we're hitting mid 70s here, low 70s to mid 70s. That's too hot. That's just too hot. Um, it kind of cost me a lot in a sense. It's just too warm, you know. I'd love to have the high of 40 degrees, low of 28 every single night of season. It'd just be phenomenal. Loaded, but now when something apparently is going on, I don't know what it is. Patch for the ITA? Um, I think they do one every 3 months. Maybe it's 2 months or three. I'm not sure. I bet it did, Jeff. Yeah, you're right, Rigger. 100% right. Uh, but I don't want to blame it on the temperature. There's something going on that I don't recognize, but it's not temperature and it's not snow or precipitation. I blamed it on the moon, like I said, but it's not that because we were so overcast last night. I mean, it was dark, dark, dark. And I don't know. I wish I don't have the answers. I wish I did, but I don't. Hey, James, how we doing, buddy? You got about 20 minutes before you go back to work? You might be right, Justin. You might be right on that. I'm not sure. Take care, Pops. Ruger, I mean, yeah, I mean, our temps right now, if I look at where we're at right now, we're at 30 degrees tonight. Gonna snow till 4 in the morning. But you go to the weekly forecast. So tomorrow, next couple days, gonna be cold. We're gonna be down to 18 and then 13. But you get like Wednesday, high of 44, low of 24. They should be moving like crazy, but they're just not. Jeff, yeah, we don't have winter like we used to, and that's a fact. There's something going on that's just changing. Wow, that's like the third time I've ever caught you, James, with the weekend off. But it's just, man, it's been a crazy few days. Honestly, I we're at 860 right now. I honestly thought we'd be pushing 1,000, 950 to 1,000 if I'd have talked to you 3 days ago. It's just it's so perfect for it, but there's nothing there. I don't know how to explain it. Um, One of my sets today caught his first raccoon, and this trail is absolute mud. And I've been on it for 5 days, and it caught its very first raccoon in a 220, nonetheless. So it's not even like it's going to food; it's just traveling, and there's no sign of anything going around it. It caught its first raccoon in 5 days, and it's a bare mud beat down path. So I don't know, guys. I wish I did, but there's more to it. Right, Patrick. I get it. Ruger, I've messed with that. Um, I've tried it both ways. I've done either A, let's leave the trap set, snap them off, and we'll come back later. And then something happens, I don't get to them, and then I'm just pulling traps out of frozen ground in late January. Or I pull them, hey, we're going to come back here, and then I'm trying to pound traps in the ground in early January through frozen ground. So I've been on both sides of it. I have no problem setting a lot of my timber to timber, good trail location late season, but I don't necessarily leave the traps in the ground for it. Ooh, yeah, James, that's tough, buddy. That's tough. Well, I suppose we'll bail out of here. Tomorrow, take my daughter to breakfast. She'll wake me up at 6 o'clock in the morning, no matter what, because that's just what time she gets up every morning, unless it's a school night. Uh, but we'll go out to get something to eat and then pulling a line in frozen, nasty, windy ground. So it's not looking real promising. I get it, PA. I get it. So appreciate everybody stopping in. Always fun. Always love these lives. That's the whole reason I do YouTube anymore. Honestly, is to chat with people and interact with people. It's always fun. So it's gonna be a rough day pulling traps in the snow, miserable weather, and honestly, I don't expect to catch a coon tomorrow. Out of probably no joke, 120 locations left, maybe 150. We're not gonna catch a thing, and it's gonna suck pulling traps, but it's what trappers do. We have to deal with it. So, but anyway, y'all take care. We're not done yet. We got a few long weekends ahead of us. But man, it's gonna be tough. We're looking at 240 more coon to hit where I want to be at least to break some records, personal records. Nothing compared to Iowa. I mean, we've got people that catch over 5,000 raccoon here, so it's nothing as far as real records. But we're going after my own records. So, yep. Everybody, be careful, stay safe, and we'll catch you guys next time. I appreciate all the support. Uh, Always fun chatting with you guys. It's always a good time. So, y'all take care, guys.